What's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Rebel here with another video here on the Murder Mitten Dippers channel. Wow, almost died. I was gonna do my first dip experience story and about the time I had to swallow my own dip. That was not fun. Let me tell y'all that. It was not fun. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and just crack this can of Copenhagen straight. And we'll pack us a big old fatty. Some dipski. Thank you all for smashing out the views and the subscribers on the new channel. Thank you for showing General all that love that you guys gave him. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. It's all you need. Because it's a brand new can. So he's going to pack us a fatty. Maybe. Maybe. Give us a big old fatty. Alright. We're just going to just jump right into the video. Now, my first dip experience, I was in either 7th or 8th grade. And we used to bike all around town, go everywhere, and just hang out with friends while biking and whatnot. And I was on my way home from hanging out with a bunch of buddies, and I seen a kid from school, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to buy a can of chew?" I was like, "Well, I've never chewed before in my life." I was like, "Sure, why not? I'll try it." Well, I paid $5 for this can of Grizzly Wintergreen. Now, here in Michigan, I could buy a can of Grizzly for, depending on what store I go to, one store I can get it $3.18 out the door. Another store I can get it for like $3.80 something. I paid $5 for this can of chew. Never bought a can of chew in my life before. So I paid, like I said, I paid $5. Outrageous price for it. Now, my stepmom worked first shift, so she got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and my dad worked second shift. He worked from 2 to 10. So by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, my stepmom was already sleeping. And I was home at this time, and my dad was still at work. So I was like, alright, I'm going to put one of these in and try this. So I did, and I did alright for about the first 5-10 minutes. I was fine. I kept it in for probably about a half an hour. And I was like, oh, I think this has been in long enough. Right at the end, I started shaking a little bit, but not too bad. It was kind of weird. I didn't puke when I put it in. I didn't puke while I had it in. I didn't gag, none of that. Well, I took it out and threw it away. And about 5 to 10 minutes after that, because when you take a chew out, the juices stay in your mouth. So, like about 5-10 minutes after, I kept swallowing. I didn't drink. I didn't rinse anything out. None of that. I just kept spitting and spitting, or swallowing it. Well, that's what made me get sick, was swallowing it. Because of all the juices I got left. I puked so hard for like 3 minutes straight. It was not fun. And that's when I really started shaking really bad. Got really hot. Sweat running down my face. That was my first dip experience. That was not that fun. And then I kind of quit dipping for a while. I finished out that can, but then one of my neighbors was like, "Hey, I got some Red Man. You want to try it?" And I was like, "Sure. I've never had Red Man before. I'll try it, So I tried the Red Man, and I didn't puke. I loved it. I used to chew on the bus, chew in school all the time. Which brings me to my next story about when I had to swallow my dip. Now, it wasn't like an actual long cut or fine cut. It was a grizzly pouch, but the grizzly pouches are still kind of big. You know, they're about that big, and they do the job pretty well. Well, I was in my math class, and my teacher kept looking at me and kept looking at me. And keep in mind, there was like 3 to 4 other people in the class at the time that had chew in their mouth. Well, the teacher calls the principal down to the class, and after the principal comes down and teacher goes outside and talks to the principal, I turn around and we have in the door, there's like the glass windows that are about this tall, and they're only about that wide. Well, I turn around and looked, and the principal taps on the glass, points at me, says, "Come here." Oh, great. So what do? I take my tongue, and I go just like this. Oh, I swallowed it. Luckily, it was a pouch. Well, I went outside, or went out of the classroom, you know, and she's like, "Are you chewing in class?" And I was like, "No," and showed her my lips. I was like, "See, there's nothing." And she was like, "You don't got nothing in your teeth. Why do you keep spitting on the floor?" I was like, "Well, it's a bad habit of what I do at home. I always spit." She's like, "Well, don't do it. That's gross." Because what I was doing is spitting on the floor, rubbing it in the carpet. And I didn't puke. I didn't go to the bathroom. None of that. It was just... Fresh Dippy is a little juicy. I don't know. It was just... It kind of made me a little hot, but I didn't get sick or nothing like that. If it would have been loose cut or fine cut or long cut, I probably would have puked. So, luckily it was not. But that's my dip story. I want to know about your guys' dip stories, or the first time you swallowed the dip, what your first dip was, if you liked it, if you're still dipping, roughly around the time you started dipping. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, and I'll get back to you. We plan on doing some crazy stuff on the channel. When me and General get together, we're going to probably mix some dips. Different stuff like that, kind of like a suicide, I guess. Well, not really a suicide. I don't think we're going to do any full can challenges. We might. But other than a full can challenge, if you guys have any challenges, leave them down in the comments below, and we'll try our best to do them for you guys. And another thing is if I upload a video, at the end of the video, it'll have quotations, and it'll say Rebel, or if it's a general video, it'll say The General. Same thing with the comments. General won't be commenting to you guys very much until I teach him how to do it on his phone, because he's never done a YouTube thing. He just don't understand about it. So I'll let Mondays when I'll be going over all this stuff with him. So yeah, but don't forget, guys, pack your lip with a fat dip. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.